Have you ever wondered what secrets a seemingly peaceful village could hold? Welcome to the idyllic village of Birchwood Falls, a haven of serenity tucked away from the hustle and bustle of the city. But don't let its tranquil facade fool you. Underneath the surface, a mysterious undercurrent is waiting to be stirred. In the heart of this picturesque hamlet, we meet our unlikely detective, the village's newly appointed chef, Mrs. Sidhu. Her knack for detail, not just in her culinary creations but in the everyday happenings of the village, is about to lead her down a path she never imagined. As the villagers prepare for their annual summer fete, a sense of anticipation fills the air. But amidst the laughter and cheer, Mrs. Sidhu spots a secretive exchange that sets her heart racing. Little does she know, this is just the beginning. As the village prepares for the annual summer fete, an unexpected mystery begins to unravel. In the midst of the cheer and laughter, a secretive exchange catches Mrs. Sidhu's eye. A twinge of curiosity stirs within her. This isn't a mere trifle that can be swept under the rug of ignorance. Something is amiss in Birchwood Falls. As the village revels in the summer fete, Mrs. Sidhu's mind is a whirlpool of questions. The exchange was brief, almost invisible to the untrained eye, but it was enough to set off alarm bells in her mind. The villagers, oblivious to the storm brewing within their new chef, continue their merriment, unaware of the impending tempest. With a resolve as strong as her famous cinnamon rolls, Mrs. Sidhu decides to delve into this mystery. She is not just a chef, but a truth seeker. She sifts through the events of the day, each one a puzzle piece waiting to be placed in the grand scheme of things. Her keen eye for detail, honed over the years of perfecting recipes, helps her connect the dots. The joviality of the fete begins to wane as the sun dips below the horizon, replaced by a palpable tension that hangs heavy in the air. The village is on the cusp of a revelation, a secret that threatens to shatter the idyllic tranquility of Birchwood Falls. With every revelation, the atmosphere of the fete begins to change. The clock is ticking, and Mrs. Sidhu is at the heart of the unfolding drama. Time is ticking, and with each passing second, the tension in the village grows. The once jovial atmosphere of Birchwood Falls has been replaced with a palpable unease. Mrs. Sidhu, our village chef-turned-detective, is at the heart of it all, her every move watched with bated breath. As she delves deeper into the mystery, the villagers find themselves on the brink of a chilling revelation. Underneath the vibrant veneer of their community, secrets have been lurking, waiting to be unearthed. It's a race against time now. With every tick of the clock, the truth comes closer to the surface, sending ripples through the quiet village. The anticipation is at its peak. Everyone is waiting, watching. The festive air has curdled into a tense silence. As Mrs. Sidhu inches closer to the heart of the mystery, the villagers can do nothing but hold their breath. As the final moments approach, the village holds its breath. The moment of truth has arrived, and it's up to Mrs. Sidhu to confront the villain. As the hearts of Birchwood Falls inhabitants pound in unison, a hush descends over the once jovial crowd. Mrs. Sidhu steps forward, courage emanating from her like a beacon in the night. With a voice steady as a rock, she calls out the villain, sending a ripple of shock through the crowd. The man who they had known for years, the man they had trusted, was the puppeteer pulling the strings of deceit. The revelation is a punch to the gut, leaving them gasping for breath. Mrs. Sidhu unravels the twisted tale, the intricate web of lies and deceit that had been woven around their innocent lives. The villagers listen, stunned into silence as the horrifying truth dawns. Betrayal hangs heavy in the air, a bitter taste that lingers long after the words have been spoken. As the villain is led away, his once friendly face now a mask of cold indifference, a sense of eerie calm settles over Birchwood Falls. The villagers are left to grapple with the shocking revelations, their trust shattered, their sense of security stolen. The echoes of this crime will reverberate long after in the once peaceful village of Birchwood Falls. But amidst the chaos, there remains a glimmer of hope. Mrs. Sidhu, a woman who dared to unveil the truth when no one else could.